Another professional video. How was work? Well, that didn't look very professional. Put that up. Going to be another story about my dad growing up. Oh, but first, a pet peeve. See if you can see this all right. We've purchased this at Harder House. I don't know if you can read that, but it says smoked salmon dip. It's very good. Very good. Of course, if you don't live in Missouri and don't have a Harder House, won't do you much good. Unless you have Salads of the Sea, who makes this. But that's not my pet peeve, because this stuff was delicious. But you see that? Because it's a little pricey. Yeah, price isn't on here anymore. But here's the part that aggravates me. Can you see that? Bottom's dipped out, or dipped in. See, makes you look like you're actually getting more than you really are. It's just, that really gives me the ass. It really does. It really upsets me. This story was actually prompted by a video that I saw on Facebook, social media. This black guy had got into a Airbnb in a nice house, in a nice neighborhood. He's on the couch. White couple just walks in. Who are you? What are you doing here? You supposed to be in here? He was upset. He should have been. It ended all right, and they apologized. What that prompted, though, was when we moved to Wichita, and I may have mentioned this previously, lived in a little 3-room efficiency in Wichita. Nice little drive. Bunch of just exactly the same little white duplexes. Looked exactly the same, all up and down the street. And my dad was telling a story. Came home from work, just walked in the house, just walked right in there. Wasn't ours. There was a lot of plant workers that lived on the street. He happened to know, and he knew the neighbors. He happened to know the guy. Guy also worked same aerospace factory that he did. He said, "Hey, how was work today?" Didn't miss a beat. How's work today? Everything go okay? Yeah. They had a nice little conversation. Guy was stretched out on his couch, catching up on the day, exchanging pleasantries with the little woman. Dad talked a while and then said, "Well, see you later," and left. He couldn't, went to his home and went inside. He had to go back. This time he knocked. Guy opened the door. Dad said, "Didn't you think that was a little odd?" Guy said, "Well," he said, "I did think it was a little odd. I didn't remember you knocking or anything, but, you were just standing there, and all of a sudden we had this really nice conversation." And Dad apologized and told him what had happened. Everything was fine. Dad, we had a lot of stories with my dad growing up. Oh, before I sign off here, because I've only used up 4 minutes of your life so far, Dad's name was Homer. And on his name, there was an Omer, O-M-E-R, with the same last name. He owned a moving company, or a small moving outfit. His number was real close to our number at the time. Dad was always getting calls from people wanting to move. And he would say, you've got the wrong person. Give them the correct number. They would call him. He called the guy, because he got a lot of calls. He called the guy, told him what was going on. Guy said, really nothing I can do about it. And he was sorry. He said, but there's just nothing I can do about it. I said, okay. So he gets another call from a guy. Guy needed somebody to move him. Guy needed somebody real early in the morning. Dad said, I'll be there. We'll get you moved. I'll be there. Guy said, well, it's kind of far away and kind of out of your district, or out of your area where you're moving. Dad said, not a problem. I'll be there. He said, if something comes up, call this number, which of course was the actual mover, O-M-E-R. Same last name. We don't know exactly what happened. Dad never found out, and he didn't call. Dad never received another call asking for somebody to move. And that's it. That's the stories for this evening. That's the best I got this evening. Let me have a drink of my professional beverage. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Excellent beverage. Look. We're going to get through this. Hang in there. Peace be with you. Amen.